let's start recording this. Oh god. Alright, you know what? I have to do this. I have to. NVIDIA Broadcast, I'm sorry, but you suck so much ass, it's actually shit. That's a bit better. So you started a new playthrough, Sen. That's nice. Good old single player. Maybe I should do that, but I did have an idea of having you guys choose my equipment and such. I'm still wanting to do that. Alright. So, just for people on YouTube, because I started a recording, I fucking love this game. I fucking love Freelancer, alright? It'd be a cool game. Real cool game. I love it to bits. As much as I love Resident Evil. I love both. Let's switch it over to this now. Which one is it? This one? Yeah. So, alongside this game, there was a, I don't know if the music's overpowering me or not, so I'm going to turn it down a little bit. Alongside the release of this game was the bonus DVD, and you got, like, extra music, you got, like, additional intros and things like that, concept art, storyboards, and whatever, right? I've never seen any of this stuff. So I ordered this from Amazon like 2 months ago, and I got it maybe a week ago at this point. And I kind of had trouble because I don't exactly own a disk drive to get all the stuff off it, so I had to use my sister's laptop. But so I got it all on my computer, and it's all here, running through VLC. And yeah, let's give this a good old shot. Because I've never seen it before. So we're just going to go into the main menu here. So cinematics, concept art, documentary, and trailers. We're going to go through these one by one. And I've noticed that there's a couple of things on the disc that aren't listed here in like the DVD menu. Trailer's pretty cool? Alright. I've never seen any of this stuff. I imagine some of these things would be familiar. I skipped through the video trailer for the intro to Freelancer. You know, where like you see the sleeper ships go through the blockade and stuff, and it's like how they colonize Sirius. And there were extra shots there that I had not seen before. So let's watch them. Let's get started. Mostly the soundtrack and a few readable documents. Yeah, I have the document pulled up for the, what's it called here? The first draft of the script for Freelancer. And I have this section here, which I just randomly skipped to, and I took a quick read through it, and I was like, oh, that's a little different. that's a lot different. So we're gonna read through that. A part of it, not all of it. But first, the cinematics. The downscaling is dog shit. Hey, man, I'll change the font size. It'll be fine. So let's go into cinematics. Let's watch some stuff. So released intro, original intro, restored intro. So release intro, that's like the first shot. Original intro, looks like the planet's surface with a couple of buildings. Restored intro, that's a Junker CSV, that ship there. But that shot, I've never seen in a thing before. But alright, let's go release intro. The latter two are pretty similar. Use a sharper scaler in OBS. Yeah, I'll fix up on the fly. It's alright. But first, let's go to the first one. Give this a good old watch.
It was the 23rd century. Mankind's darkest hour.
Heart rate and respiration nominal. Life support online.
Yeah, I do want to watch it again anyway, but as far as I know, that there's a couple of extra shots. Oh, this one's 3 minutes long. The one I was skipping through before was like 6 minutes. That's fine, we'll watch it again. This looks good for 2003 though, or 2002, whenever this game was released. Looks good.
Control, cryo's complete. Bringing navigation systems online. Copy that. We're reading green across the board.
I mean, CG is CG, so
Primary engines
whatevs.
online. How's it looking out there?
All systems are launch in T-minus 10 minutes and counting.
Control,
Incoming hostiles 10 minutes out.
shall I abort?
Negative. Launch is still a go.
The war had been raging for almost 100 years. We had been fighting for so long, no one could remember the reason why it had all started in the first place. All we knew is that there were two sides, the Coalition and the Alliance. For decades, millions died for the same piece of rock again and again. Finally, one side managed to gain the upper hand, the Coalition.
Oh. I haven't seen this in a long time.
ASF-1, we have liftoff. ASF-2, you are clear. 3 is a
In
go.
desperation, the Alliance launched 5 sleeper ships. The hope was for
It
them
is.
to begin again, far from the war and strife that had befallen Earth, to start free from the prejudices that had divided us for so long. Each sleeper ship was christened after its patron nation. The Britonia, the Rhineland, the Hispania, the Kusari, the Liberty.
He said the thing. He said it. He said my name. All right.
Against all odds, the colony ships broke through the Coalition blockade and headed for the Sirius system.
Serious system. So not
That
sector.
was 800 years ago, when we came here to rebuild our lives. We've come a long way since then. We have grown, we have prospered, we have flourished. But we will never forget.
But Sirius is only a single star system, so it makes sense. Alright, yeah, so that's pretty much what you get when you first booted up the game. Exactly that. The original intro, I think this is the one that I might have skipped through earlier, because I skipped through, and then all of a sudden, massive nomad ship. I'm like, what the fuck? I should not continue watching this until I stream. Holy shit. So yeah, yeah, that's exactly what you get in the game. Original intro now. Well, we don't know. I've never seen anything called Sirius aside from the sector where Freelancer takes place. I swear a few of those ships we saw in that video, in that intro, were like the inspiration for ships in Discovery. I swear a handful of those ships I saw in Discovery. But anyway, let's hit up the original intro now. Oh, I hit spacebar instead of enter. Spacebar is to pause the thing. Enter is to actually hit OK or select. I forget. So this is going to be more of the same, except there's extra shit, because this is now 7 minutes and 36 seconds.
Mankind's darkest hour.
I should have just watched this one first. Oh well.
Life support online.
Is there any way to, like, zoom in on this? Give it...
Initiating cryogenic freezing. Commencing pod lockdown.
Aspect ratio. Oh! Alright, we'll watch it like this. This is good. I like this.
Complete.
I don't know how to use VLC, apparently. Thank you, Sen. I cropped the edges.
Primary engines online. How's it looking out there?
All systems are go for ignition. Launch in T-minus 10 minutes and count.
There you go, that's good enough.
Control?
Incoming hostiles, 10 minutes out.
Shall I abort?
Negative. Launch is still a go.
The war had been raging for almost 100 years. We had been fighting for so long, no one could remember the reason why it all started in the first place. All we knew is that there were two sides, the Coalition and the Alliance. For decades, millions died for the same piece of rock again and again. Finally, one side managed to gain the upper hand, the Coalition.
Coalition carriers cutting out jump. All fighters engage.
T-minus 10 seconds and counting. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4,
I think that was a little different, that shot.
1.
Where they felt like when they jumped in. Compared to the other one that we watched.
ASF2, you are clear. 3 is a
In
go.
desperation, the Alliance launched 5 sleeper ships. The hope was for them to begin again far from the war and the strife that had befallen Earth, to start free from the prejudices that had divided us for so long. Each sleeper ship was christened after its patron nation. The Britonia, the Rhineland, the Hispania, the Kusari, the Liberty. Against all odds, the colony ships broke through the Coalition blockade and headed for the Sirius system.
So with...
One by one, the remaining
Oh, wait.
Alliance bases were overrun, until all that remained was Pluto. It was here the Alliance forces prepared for one gallant last stand.
Oh, damn, they would not survive. No way.
But then, something happened that no one could have ever imagined.
Holy shit!
They arrived. It was our first contact with another species, and for a moment we forgot our differences. We just stood there, dumbfounded by its size and beauty. It was ironic that in those moments we were finally united as a people.
That's giants.
But this revelation could only be savored in those few bitter seconds. For these aliens had not come in peace.
Did it just shit on the other ships, literally and figuratively? Wait, what? It's gonna blow up the sun. Burn everything. Whew. Those cheeky nomads. They burned everything. Yeah, screw Earth, screw Sol, screw everything. Jesus. Okay. I wonder if this is still canon for the Nomads to be able to, like, destroy systems.
By blind luck, a young general survived the shockwave on the dark side of Pluto.
Who's this general?
His name was Atticus Rockford. Someone had to warn the colonists in the Sirius system that these aliens were coming. They needed to prepare, for mankind had found its real enemy, the Nomads.
Okay.
I knew then that I had been spared for a purpose.
Oh, so he makes it to Manhattan. Okay.
That was 800 years ago, when we came here to rebuild our lives. We've come a long way since then. We have grown.
Alright.
Prospered. We have flourished. But we will never.
Oh, I just guessed. It is Manhattan. Okay. Wait, so... Are they saying it took 800 years for them to run that blockade with those 5 sleeper ships and then make it to their respective sides of Sirius Sector? Are they saying it took 800 years to do that? Or 800 years since they landed in Sirius, and then that's where... I'm a little bit lost, but I'm assuming it's 800 years since they land, because... Since the sleepers left? Okay. Alright, because, like... Right. Okay. Because I was thinking, like, my mind was going, hold a second, how did he survive 800 years in space, flying from Pluto to the Sirius Sector? He would die that time, obviously, but no, I misunderstood. Yeah. Alright. Well, that was neat. I liked that intro. That was cool. I read the document earlier, before the stream, and the devs were like, yeah, we want the Nomads to be a mystery, so they sort of cut the last half out. And then they just slapped where, like, Manhattan came up. Where it's been 800 years since that moment. They just started it from there. Okay. So let's go to the restored intro. Alright, that's being annoying. Let's just restart this. Recent media, bonus DVD. Alright, neat. Camera! Wait, what do you mean camera? Alright, cinematics, restored intro. Let's go. I've never seen this before, by the way, so just want to reiterate that. Is this Pygar? Is this... this can't be Sprague. It's maybe Pygar.
Decontamination in progress.
This has the bit for Sid, which makes a lot more sense for the game. Okay.
Decontamination complete.
Dr. Sinclair, I'm glad you're here. We were running sonic tests on level 6 when we hit what we thought was another fault. So we shut everything down and we set up a probe.
Vance, It's 3:15 in the morning. You didn't call me all the way back here because of another fault, did you?
No.
What then?
We found something.
I'll be right down.
Oh, they kept this stage. That's cool.
Mr. Vance, we'll shut everything down. Come on, guys. Shift's over.
Over here.
Shit's over.
This is it?
Yeah. It was lodged in a sealed alcove on 6. The scanners couldn't penetrate it.
Dude,
The
spinning
carvings look consistent with the period, but I've never seen something
mechanical
like
arms
this
and
before.
shit. Where was this in the
See
game?
this?
What?
This groove.
No. Wait. Maybe we should follow procedure.
Vance, we don't need a droid to do this. It's not dangerous.
Oh, and that's where it comes from.
You were saying?
Oh.
What is it?
I don't know.
Now I know where it comes from. Alright, so now we need to know where the thief comes in. Alright, here he is. Oh, he's already here. Okay. So now we need the connection
It's been 27 hours.
for Sid to Freeport 7.
Back up for the next shift soon.
Shame. It's been nice and quiet.
It's a long way to Bretonia, Doctor. We'll need to leave early.
So what did Dr. Quintain say? Did you send him the analysis of the artifact?
Yes, he hasn't responded yet. I'm sure he's skeptical of our results.
Not for long. I intend to make this one count.
All the more reason to get some rest.
Okay, okay. I'm too tired to argue.
Good. Don't you worry, I'll close up here. I'll wake you at 0900.
That's their fault for leaving the artifact out in the open like that. Unless this guy gets shot right now. Fucking wrench. Wait, what? Okay. All right.
What are you doing? Stop!
What the heck?
Oh, so his ship is the junker ship. Okay. Okay.
Please! No! No!
Yeah, I thought it was a stun grenade. Sort of sticks onto the person, just shocks them until they're unconscious. That's cool. All right. Oh wait, that's it? But I want to know how he gets to Freeport 7. Alright, well that's it for the cinematics. When it comes to... Well, we got concept art, documentary, and trailers now. Alright. So, there is one thing now. I gotta pull it up here again. We got little audio tidbits from the main characters somewhere on this disc. Now let me try find them again. Because I listened to Trent's one, like the first 10 seconds, and from what I could gather from the 10 seconds, it's like, hi, I'm Trent, and this is my story so far. And it's leading up to the events of the game. And they have it for about 10 other characters or something like that. So we're going to listen to each one of these characters now before heading on to concept art, documentary, and trailers, because I feel like they're going to be interesting to listen to. Bonus DVD, bonus assets maybe? Media? Oh wait, No, is this it? Okay, here we go. Yep, found them. Yeah, it was those tryouts for people that got the role. It has a name, don't remember. Vignette? That's what they're named here. Okay, let's listen to those. I've never heard them before, and this stream is reacting to all the content, so we're gonna drop them into VLC one by one. Alright, let's just go halvesies on this. Cool, alright, so... This is the list of characters here, if I could just sort of maneuver them so you can read them a bit. Alright, well, I don't know if you can read them, but I'll go through them. So we have Botzler, Dexter, Hakura, Junie, King, Aurelian, Ozu, Quintain, Sinclair, Tobias, Trent, Van Pelt, and Walker. Hey, Sen, who do you want to hear first? We'll go through them. We'll each take turns. Oh, just play them? Alright, I thought I'd give you a bit of input. You know what? I listened to the beginning of Trent's. We might as well.
For the record, my name is Edison Trent.
Fuck.
I just go by Trent. It's easier that way. As for my background, I've never had much use for the past. I do have my eye on the future, though. And right now, that future hinges on my getting back 1,000,000 credits this guy owes me. It's not entirely his fault. The station we were on got blown away. But a deal's a deal. It was a sweet deal, too. 1,000,000 credits for a shipment of rare ore that I picked up in the border worlds. I needed that money. I earned that money. I risked my butt for that money. The GMG rep, this guy Lonigan, was about to finish the transaction when suddenly the whole place started to come apart. Sirens, fire, the works. We couldn't get to our ships, and to make matters worse, a support beam hit Lonigan in the head. He looked bad, so I grabbed him and pulled him into an escape pod. Took one last look at my cargo, all spilled on the deck like that, and then yanked the lever. 5 seconds later, boom, it was all gone. We got picked up and taken to Manhattan, in Liberty Space. Not my favorite place. They've got rules and regs for everything. But I still have
20
one.
minutes.
He's my ticket. As soon as he gets out of the medical unit, I have plans for that cash. That's future enough for me. For the record, my name...
Alright. Well, I'll only listen to a handful of them. Well, we got Trent's. Let's see now. I want to go with Hakura. I'll pick 3. Junie? Alright. Maybe the main 3. We'll go Junie and King. But I do want to listen to Hakura's as well, as just a randoms. Botzler. I don't know about Botzler. He's the bar guy, like the nomadic prophet bar dude who knows everything and guides Trent to go find Herr von Clausen, is it? Or works with Herr von Clausen? That point in the story. Anyway, Junie, here we go.
My name? My name is Junko Zane. What can I tell you about myself? Nothing you haven't already seen on the news. Well, that was a long time ago. I was a child. A child of 2 famous luminaries of very different houses, who beat the odds and made a life for us. My father, John Zane, was a famous test pilot for the Liberty military, who then turned to political service. While on assignment, he met Shikoku, my mother, who in her own right was a woman of power and influence, even in male-dominated society like Kusari. Their affair caused fervor in both houses, since they both held politically sensitive positions, and their respective governments frowned on this perceived impropriety and breach of protocol. However, my parents' love for each other could not be bound by political ideology, mutual suspicion, or intolerance. And they were married, living in both capitals for a time. It seemed like every press agency in Sirius would interview them whenever the wind changed politically, for years. Finally, when we were old enough, my brothers and sisters and I were given the chance to live in and fully embrace either culture as we saw fit. I chose liberty. Since that time, I've devoted all of my energy to my career and my life here. And though I did receive admission to the LSF Academy in part thanks to my father, let me assure you that I have come the rest of the way on my own. I graduated with top honors and was one of the youngest appointees to the LSF. Since then, I've embraced each assignment passionately and have racked success after success, rising within the Special Operations branch and dominating the opposition. It's been very satisfying. You know, in many ways, Liberty isn't all that different from Kusari. Even in the LSF, some men still think that women are the so-called weaker sex. Then they meet me. My name?
Then they meet me. Okay. I wasn't kind of interested in the entire parents of Junie there for the first half, but sure. Okay. Oh well, we get a little bit of a background, which is nice. Now for King. I like King's voice. He's cool. And yeah, as for the 011 dynamic, case is right here. There's only 3 fans sitting in it. Like, it's literally empty. Still waiting for the rest of my parts to come in.
My name is Michael King. My rank is Colonel in the Liberty Security Force. My current assignment is classified. I was born in Manhattan, and I'm proud of it. I went to West Point, served in the military, and was then handpicked to join the LSF. I am proficient in high-energy weapons, triple blade combat,
Triple
and open
blade?
space survival. I am also the only...
Triple blade combat? What, so he's like that dude in One Piece? Fucking katana in the mouth and 2 others in his hands or some shit? The fuck? And he said open space combat too. Imagine him fucking flying around with some sort of jetpack like the Mandalorians in Star Wars. And he's fucking fighting with 3 katanas. Ah, that's funny. Alright, moving on.
non-Kusari Sri-Lan master ever.
Wait.
I am also the only non-Kusari Sri-Lan master ever.
Sri-Lan master?
This,
okay.
simply boiled down, means that I am a total and complete badass.
He had to say badass! Yes! Alright, send it, please. Bring it home.
It's funny. There's so little in my career that I can actually talk about. But with the military's recent declassification of Operation Triple Spire, and since I don't work for them anymore, I think I can fill you in on some of the details. On the surface, it was a simple criminal weapons facility strike. We had orders to infiltrate, then slash and burn. Things changed, though, when our detachment soon discovered that this particular group of rogues wasn't just manufacturing small arms, but had built a large fusion bomb that it was planning to take down Fort Bush with. Intel's estimates of the rogues' size and strength were way off, and we were surrounded. It got ugly. For 18 hours, we held them, and we lost some good people along the way. Finally, we managed to get extracted, but not before leaving them a little love letter from Liberty. As we left, we set off their own weapon and vaporized the entire installation with all hands on board. Mission accomplished as far as I was concerned. When I got back, I also took a bite out of the screw-top Intel OD who briefed us. I assure you, his hospital stay was worse than my night in the brig. Needless to say, there were no charges filed. My people and my mission are what matter to me, period. When I have an assignment, the brass upstairs knows that they either need to help me or get the hell out of my way, because I'm gonna get the job done. My name is Mike.
It seems like in the game, he's a little more toned down, but somewhat as serious when it comes to his job, his duty. But yeah, this is the vignette. It's either that, or it's just badass jargon for the vignette. Hey man, even if it is, it's still cool to listen to. Alright, Hakura time, let's go. Last one, and then we'll move on to, back to the DVD content, the bonus stuff. We'll look through the concept art. Where's Hakura? Here it is. He's a bit of a dick and egocentrist, though. He is. But you gotta admit, he is very much toned down. This compared to all the dialogue and how he acts in the main game, at least.
I am Hakera. I am a Kusari lord.
That fucking voice.
For generations, my family has shouldered the mantle of responsibility of this title. I am obliged to my ancestors, the people of my province, to the affairs of state, and to the shogunate. In times of peace, my position is one of tolerance, wisdom, and balance. But when peace may become threatened, It is then that I must defend all that I'm obliged to, fiercely, relentlessly, and if necessary, to the death. It is in those moments of battle when the statesman puts off his robes and assumes the stance of the warrior, when the pen is put down in favor of the blade, and the seas and vistas of Kusari are forsaken, in favor of the outer darkness of space and the ravaging heat of armed conflict. It is in those moments, when all of those who have gone before me now take up arms and fight through me, my blood, mixed with that of my father and his father before him, back 100 generations. That is when the Lord becomes a servant to his people, and I know truly what it means to be Kusari.
That's cool. I enjoyed that very, very much. Alright. Now, listening to Hakura talk about Kusari and stuff, I want to listen to Ozu now. Because Ozu is a cool character. And after this, then we'll go back to the DVD content.
I am known as Ozu. I had another name once, one given to me by my family. It was my father's wish that I become a military tactician. And then, once I had ascended the ranks of leadership and through his influence, a high-ranking bureaucrat in the Edo shogunate. To this end, I was sent to the finest schools in Kusari, and studied under the greatest warlords and wisest priests. It was thanks to one of these loyal priests that I had my eyes opened to the treachery of Edo family, and the true sovereignty of Minonori. I learned that I was living a lie, and that my name was a name of oppression. Today, I, and untold thousands of other brave warriors, fight to restore the Minonori to their rightful position. Through the Blood Dragons, it is my sworn duty to strike out from our secret base and bring the Shogun and his corrupt regime to its knees. We will travel where we please, hide among our ever-growing loyalists, and strike swiftly and completely, overcoming all opposition. One day we will see Minonori Saito, my true lord, ascend to power, not simply as the leader of the Blood Dragons, but united with the Emperor and governing the whole Kusari people in everlasting peace. Perhaps then I can return home, and my father will understand. I am...
Okay. Yep. Well, at least we got a bit of a backstory slash history lesson for Ozu there, and a little bit more for Kusari. Okay. Cool. Back to this now. Here we are. Alright, so concept art. This better have some ship concept art, because that'd be fantastic. Oh. Oh, they split it by a house. Wait, where's Border Worlds? Oh, I can play all? Hell yeah, dude. We'll play all. Spaceport, trading room. Jeez, they put some massive work into this. There are none for the Border Worlds? Oh. Oh. But you got the whole Corsairs and Outcasts thing. That's a pretty big deal. House of Bavaria? It's interesting how they, Marshal Hassler. Alright, well, Hassler doesn't make an appearance, but that's kind of cool. Lieutenant Wilhelm, sorry. Comic Sans. I didn't pick up on that. Okay, well, that artwork was used for Hell von Clausen. Like that face. Which is kind of cool. That's the Chancellor, yep. That's cool. Oh, wait. Field Marshal Reichman. You mean Dr. Quintain. These guys have, like, swords? I don't get it. Elite Space Head. Oh, what? Is that it? Oh, no, that was for Bretonnia, maybe. Sorry, Rhineland. Alien. Okay, so this is the Nomad one. Dude, that looks so cool. But unfortunately, you can't fly Nomad ships or land on Nomad planets or whatever. Alright. I dig it. Whoa. That reminds me of, shit, what does it remind me of? Kind of reminds me of Summoned Skull from Yu-Gi-Oh! A little bit. Has like purple underneath and you got the skeleton on top. Alright, alien ships, here we go. That looks too human. Oh, what? Alright, this is Liberty now. Hey, that looks like Kusari space. That looks like, Tokyo. Oh, dude. Wow, look at that. Fucking ship designs! And you only get that with Liberty so far. Holy shit, that's awesome. Yeah, I was being a goof. I knew it was Manhattan. I just wanted to call it something different. Rockwell 1. I mean, surely these have to be... Hey, King! Major screw... Major scrote. Captain Tish. Oh, dude, that would have been amazing. They probably replaced that with Junie, by the way. Whoa, what the hell is that? Okay. That first one? Okay. What the hell are these now? House of Vidsaw. I recognize none of these ships. Britannia. Okay. Is Jacoby? Oh, I knew I recognized her from somewhere. It didn't hit me. Yeah, no, it was Jacoby. They drew a doggo, but there's no dogs in the game. I don't care if it's a space game, I want to pat dogs in space. Otherwise the game's 0 out of 10. Who does that guy look like in the game? Elite Space Head. Okay, so it's kind of like the same model, but they just repaint it. Kusari Space, here we go. That kind of looks cool. You know what's one thing they really haven't got here? No, I'll allow that. Whoa, those look somewhat alien. They haven't done concept art for the flags of each house. Shogun Edo. Yeah. Yeah, you're that nomad guy with the blades. He's cool, by the way. They haven't done concept art for the flags. And I know the flags are, like, stupidly simple. The house flags, but come on. At least show them. I'm offensive. Takagi, that's right. Robots? Or is that a endoskeleton or something? Oh, you're Ozu? General Tang's Ozu? There you go, Governor Tenji. Good old Hakura. This is nice. I like it. I like how they still represented the artwork very, very well in 3D when it comes to the models in the game. Elite Spacehead Kusari. Okay. So there's no border worlds or anything. Kind of shitty, but whatevs. That's all we get. Alright. The documentary. Please don't tell me this is an hour long.
Thinking about Freelancer.
10 minutes.
We had all worked on projects in the past that were kind of similar. We had worked on, games that were in space, that had action, that had stories in it.
Watch the trailers first? Okay, we'll leave the... Whoops. We'll leave the thing... shit, how do I go back? Backspace? M? Oh, M is mute. Okay. Here we go. So... Electronic Arts Expo? No, it's E3, so it's 3 E's. It's Electronic... E something and then Expo, right? Entertainment Expo. I knew there was... I just didn't know what the second E was. Alright, and then there's the web trailer. Interesting. Alright. 2001. Here we go. I've never seen these. This is cool. It's been like almost 20 years, so... I've never seen this shit. That's crazy. Have you done the trade lanes? I've got the file if you want to do the trade lanes. Yeah, it is. I've got the file already done. That's why I'm offering it. Was it me, or was the animations of the face there a lot better than what we got in game? Whoa! That's so cool! Where was that? Dude's dancing. That had to be the prototype for Trent. The wings folded out! Oh, they kept that for Discovery. That's pretty sweet, at least. I can do that on stream if you'd like, Sen. I just don't know how long it'll take me to do that. It is it's pretty long. Yeah, I might give it a read on my own. Wouldn't wish that on me. Okay, so first things first. There are a couple of shots in that 2001 trailer that seemed like they were from the time in the game where Rhineland just gets taken over by the nomads and then military gets cranked up to 100%. Like, all the battleships, all the personnel, all the everything, and you saw them marching a little bit there. And then there was another shot of like 5 ships, one by one, just like dropping out from a battleship, and I'm like, oh, where the fuck was that? That was awesome. That was such a cool thing. And could have been an older script version. Yeah, I'll read through the section that I have prepared, but I'm not going to read through all of it. And then there was a few shots where it was like in atmosphere battles, and like you saw that there was a what was called the Defender from Liberty, the heavy fighter, where it was like it landed and sort of skidded sideways as it was like as it hit the ground. There's a lot of in atmosphere stuff too. God damn. If that Star Citizen guy, whatever his name is, I forget now, if he had more time, I swear I would have loved to see the other shit he would have liked to put in this game. Alright, 2002 trailer. Let's go. Yeah, Robert Sawyer, is it? Yeah, atmospheres did not make it into the game. Not sure if Discovery has something like that. Well, from what I've seen from Discovery, they had... from what Walcott showed me, there was the Bretonia versus Gallic War. Oh, Chris Roberts, that's right. Sorry, Robert Sawyer. Sawyer is a different person. I think he's the one in charge of the Roller Coaster Tycoon series. I think. I could be wrong. Irrelevant. Yeah, so there was the Bretonia versus Gallic War, and they had a section where you go through like a docking ring or something, and instead of landing on Planet New London... Oh, it's Chris Sawyer. Okay, there we go. I got the last name right at least. Goddamn. Anyway, I digress. You go through the docking ring on Planet New London, and instead of landing on the planet, it was the skybox of space was in atmosphere, but you'd still be flying around in your ship. So they sort of kept that in Discovery for one event battle, but yeah, it's nothing like that in the original game at least. Kind of shitty, but whatevs. You get cinematics of stuff happening in atmosphere, but yeah. All right, 2002. Here we go. No, they're just landings.
This is it?
Yeah. It was locked in a sealed alcove on 6.
What is all this about?
I think it has something to do with this. Freeport 7 was destroyed for it. The man who had it was killed in front of me.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Hold a second. QA. 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 Let's rewind here a second. Do you see something wrong with this image? They kept their little mouse pointer in it. Alright. Sorry, I just found it really funny once I noticed it.
Freeport 7 was destroyed for it.
Do you have de-interlacing on, by the way? Shit. Let's, turn it on. Alright, well, let's take a look here. What do I have turned on? It's 2160 centered. No, it's just display 1. Or is that in here? Oh, I have it on auto. I have it on auto. Is auto the way to go? See what works best. Blend. Nope. Blend looks like shit. Let me guess. D goes through. Oh, it's just off and then whatever I had set it to last. Okay, well. I'm just going to go on auto and leave it at that. That changed nothing. Oh well. Anyway, moving on.
The man who had it was killed in front of me.
All right. That's... I'm just gonna reboot VLC. All right. 2002. Here we go.
This is it?
Yeah. It was lodged in a sealed alcove on 6.
What is all this about?
I think it has something to do with this. Freeport 7 was destroyed for it. The man who had it was killed in front of me.
Professor Roland Quintain, I can't help you with this, but he might.
Help us what?
What? Identify it.
I understand what you're saying, but I don't have nearly enough people.
Her name's Junko Zane. All business.
And who do you work for, Mr.
Trent. I work for myself. You're one of the Freeport 7 survivors, aren't you? The environment has changed. Well, it can't get any worse.
Don't move. Just listen.
I do not like the look of this.
Why are you still
Whoa.
here? Don't you see what's going on at Freeport 7, Zone 21?
Where is everyone?
People around us are disappearing, Trent.
I think you knew too much.
No, it's Liberty. The artifacts. They're after something.
Are you with me?
I'm sorry, I haven't gotten used to killing political figures on sight.
How much time do you think we have left?
I wanted these few minutes to plant a seed. You are going to tell me what I want to know.
Just shoot!
How does it feel?
Freelancer.
I will leave this matter in your capable hands.
Alright. Okay. Okay. I applaud them for using that line at the end of that trailer. I applaud them. That was good. However, yeah, that issue is present. I don't know what the hell's going on here. Stop, play again. Alright. Web trailer, here we go. I felt like the quality of the video was a little shoddy. Was that the de-interlacing? No, it doesn't really matter. Okay.
You think you're safe, but you're not.
What are you talking about?
What do you think happened on Freeport 7?
It was blown to dust. You're one of the Freeport 7 survivors, aren't you?
Who do you work for, Mr.
Trent. I work for myself.
They came for me, Trent. Because of what I saw.
What happened out there?
People around us are disappearing, Trent.
What do you think's going on?
What is all this about?
It's about this. This is what they're after. And now they're after us.
All hands, fire at will. Prepare to engage. We have them on the run. Bullseye.
Where is everyone?
You're going to tell me what I want to know.
That's heavy tearing. Oh, well, it's about to finish anyway.
Watch out!
It's magnificent.
Yeah, I think it is just the video, to be honest. Ah! Whoa, what? Did they just add, like, a screaming effect to the Nomad there at the end of the game? Well, that's great. Alright. I just gotta stop this and restart it. God damn it. Alright, cool. Alright, documentary time. Let's listen to these guys talk about how they make the game.
Thinking about Freelancer originally, we had all worked on projects in the past that were kind of similar. We'd worked on, games that were in space, that had action, that had stories in them, had also worked on games that had a little bit of the elements of role-playing, building your character. But we really wanted to do it right.
We wanted to create something new and different. We wanted to basically fulfill a dream we all had and create a living universe in which the player can do what he wants to, can go where he wants to, and basically be any role he wants to be.
And in the end, we've come up with a very simple interface that's very intuitive and very accessible. People can just sit right down and start having fun.
Yep. Yeah, I can agree with that. Their gameplay interface, though, a little much.
Yeah, green team kicked ass yesterday. We have nothing but creative people here, and we all have this creative idea that we want to work together towards and bring out.
The coolest thing about this game is just the expansiveness of the experience. I mean, you get out there and you're flying around in space. Frankly, it just goes on forever.
For Freelancer, we built a world where it's really a really huge universe. You've got at least 50 systems to fly around. And
yeah, I know, I noticed.
It has planets and asteroid fields and nebulas and just all kinds of cool space terrain to fly around.
Go away, Badlands. Shoot.
And each station and each planet has different characters and equipment that you can buy and load out your ship, and there's different kind of ships.
Yeah, our living universe in Freelancer contains around 30 different spaceships that you can purchase, and they're purchasable through different levels of the game. So you actually...
Can we just say that, like, there's, like, Call of Duties, right? There's, like, Call of Duties, there's any first-person shooter games that have, like, sequels and iterations and other sorts of shit. So there's, like, expert first-person shooter game 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and stuff. So we'll use Call of Duty here as an example because there's fucking 50 of them, right? 12 guns? 15 guns, maybe? And they just sort of recycle the same shit year after year. Then you have this game. I know it's one of a kind. I know that there's only one Freelancer, right? But there's 30. There's 30 ships. 30! And for back then, I don't know how many years they spent developing this game. There's a lot of ships for the game, but whatevs. I guess back then it didn't really have DLC packs and stuff, but then there's a modding community, so there's whatevs, right? Have the same design archetype. Yeah, so you have, like, the Bounty Hunter ship here, for example. I think this one's the Barracuda. Then you have the Piranha, which is the one below it, and then you have the, I forget what the biggest one's called. Hammerhead? Or is it Piranha, Hammerhead, Barracuda? Anyway, yeah, a lot of them have the same base, and they just have parts added on for each step and stuff. The one nobody uses because it's a glorified heavy fighter. Yeah, it's a very heavy fighter, technically. I still love the Anubis. Anubis is one of my favorite ships, but hey, that's just me. Alright, moving on.
have to go up in the ranks to get, better ship and equipment.
Can we just say the Bretonnia ship sucks? All Bretonnia ships suck. They have, like, massive eyeballs on it for cockpits, and I just can't... I can't get into it. I can't use them. They just look terrible. They do look awful. They look... This one looks like a one-eyed goldfish that swims on its side. Yeah, okay, let's just keep watching. I have to...
All the different ships really
shoot.
represent different...
Oh, it grew! Hey, favorite ship! Saber.
It makes it just so much more of a rich experience.
We wanted to make sure that the characters in the universe, the factions...
Saber's the best ship. Fight me.
The people, the ships, actually responded to
Eagle Master Race. Leave my stream right now. Nah. I used the Eagle for a bit. Eagle's fun. I just love the Saber because it's just outright firepower. Even though the Eagle can outmaneuver it big time. Whoops.
Majority of the universe is pretty much populated by people who just don't see it as the world as a black and white kind of place. It's constantly changing, constantly evolving, and your relationship with it was also constantly changing as well. So you have pretty much the power to make this any kind of a game you want it to be.
You better go before something bad happens to you.
Kushiro Technologies doesn't tolerate your kind.
Yeah, you kind of have to be a little more careful in Freelancer, because if you kill a bunch of people, they remember that and they'll come after you.
This is the Liberty Navy. Cut your engines and prepare to be taken into custody.
Not quite, but sure.
SPPS is the generic conversation system in space that we designed to basically give you an idea of what's actually going on around you. I mean, it's one thing to see ships going up to dock with the station. It's another thing to hear them talk to the station about it, to be told where they're going to go dock. The stations do the same thing to you.
Our trade convoys from the Sigma 13 system. We're going to pick up Mox fuel from Odor's shipyard.
And it also goes into the combat too. You know if someone's getting behind one of your wingmen, because you'll hear them say that they're behind him. You'll know. A lot of times the first way that I find out that I'm going to be attacked, before they come up on my little contact list on my radar, it'll say I'm engaging Freelancer Alpha 1, and you know that there's about to be an enemy there that's going to engage you.
I've got a visual on the enemy. Target is prime, and I'm ready.
I don't think so.
Taking the shot.
In Freelancer, one of the ways we bring characters to life is through the sound in the game. Sounds for Freelancer were created.
We have to congratulate this man, by the way. All the sounds in this game are pretty spot on. Not the music, I'm talking about the sounds.
In two different places, Los Angeles and here in Austin. We went to Los Angeles and got all the main characters cast from the Hollywood talent base, and we got actors such as Ian Ziering.
I sent this guy a tweet like 2 weeks ago asking if he could record lines for me as Trent, but it's been 20 years since he's done anything Freelancer related, so I don't know if he can revoice him. I wanted him to record shit for my stream so I could have it as like a... so I could have his voice, like when someone subscribes or follows, say something custom as Trent, but he's probably off doing some other shit, too busy for me. I thought it would be cool, alright? Leave me alone.
John Rhys Davies and George Takei.
Trent, I need your help.
What? It was him who did the hacker up. Ah! That's so cool! I did not know that!
Please come back.
The cinematics of Freelancer are groundbreaking in many ways.
Fuck yeah, dude!
We've done a very good job bringing in Hollywood talent with a very good eye for motion and camera cuts.
We tried to put together a team of people that also had backgrounds and experience in film as well as games, so that we both knew what the games required, but also how to take the knowledge of film and apply it to games.
It is one of a kind.
Oh.
Much like this.
This is the best fucking scene. Best directed scene with Takagi. Best directed scene ever.
Yeah, I've been in the game business 20 years producing sound, and this has the most sound of any game that I've worked on. It's got 25,000 dialogue files. We've got over 600 sound effects and 110 minutes of music created by 7 different composers in Los Angeles and London.
Now the action is really what gets your blood pumping. It's the visceral response to the world.
There's a lot of battles that you experience that you have no idea on how you're going to live. However, it's crafted in such a way that you'll live. Barely.
We lost another ship. Ozu, you have to get into the arch now. We can't hold them back. This is Dragon 1, ready to assist. Dragon 1, we must take out these gunboats at all costs.
Traditionally in games of this genre, it's all joystick driven. People basically try to emulate World War II combat simulators, pull up, pull down. We scrapped that in favor of a more accessible mouse-driven interface. So everything's done with a mouse and a couple of hotkeys, which are all centralized sort of on your left hand. So with just a few keystrokes and some mouse movements, I think you have a really unique, unparalleled degree of control over your ship.
Yep, yeah, I prefer that. That's good that they did that. Worked out really nicely. Does this guy have 2 thrusters on his dagger? He does have 3? He has 3 thrusters on his dagger. What? Huh. Okay. Just an effect mismatch? Okay. But the model of the ship, like when he's not thrusting and the model of the ship's closer to the camera, you do see 2 on top. So, And it's a beta and all that, I guess. Oh well. It's just interesting to see what ideas they had before they made changes to... Alright, let me bring it back here a second. Alright, well there you go. You see here. And then you see here. Whoops.
We scrapped that in favor of a...
Come on, VLC. God damn it. Alright. I did break it. Alright, so it's 5:45. Let's just, close this down. Close that down. Alright, cool. Just so I can bring it back now.
Thinking about Freelancer originally, we had all worked...
It is one of a kind. Much like...
You have to get it.
You can kind of see it there. Stop cropping the damn video, it's causing issues. Is it really? Surely not. I just want to make sure that the top and bottom are filled up, that's all.
To the arch now. We can't hold them back. This is Dragon 1. Ready?
But yeah, take a look.
Dragon 1. We must take out these gunboats at all costs.
Traditionally in games of this genre, it's all joystick driven. People basically try to emulate World War II combat simulators, pull up, pull down. We scrapped that in favor of a more accessible mouse-driven interface. So everything's done with a mouse and a couple of hotkeys, which are all centralized sort of on your left hand. So with just a few keystrokes and some mouse movements, I think you have a really unique, unparalleled degree of control over your ship.
I'm picking up more incoming ships. Oh my! 3 cruisers and are closing fast.
And that's it. Great work.
Not sure if that's a mislabel or you actually participating in development. Andrew Sager is a musician. Aha. So 7 different composers, 2 different locations. I'm assuming each composer had a, like they were assigned a house. And it's like, okay, you're in charge of all the Kusari music, you're in charge of all the Liberty music, and it just went around.
Work, everybody. Keep it up.
I think one of the tenets that these guys set out to achieve was to create something that defied a specific genre. You know, the world is used to space sims being shoot-'em-ups, and role-playing games being walk around and talk to people, and action-adventure being challenges and riddles. And what we've done here is really merged all of that into one cool game.
I think Freelancer is a very addictive game. The people who are playing right now are... I'm getting emails from people saying, if I have an hour of spare time, I will play Freelancer. And that is the kind of excitement that we want about the game. And the universe, people should love it, want to come back, see more of it, explore, and make a new story for themselves. It's exciting.
It's come to the point to where we've made a game that we're all very excited about playing. We're all having fun, which is great. And now we really, really want to share that experience with other people.
Is that Rochester base behind them? That's Planet Manhattan. This is the asteroid, not the asteroid field, sorry, the junk field right behind Manhattan. That's Rochester. Alright, after watching those few cutscenes, I have to admit that my favorite section of the game is when you're escaping Liberty. Because then you get, like, freaking Walker showing up in his battle cruiser, and he's just thumping Battleship Unity until it's destroyed, and then him telling you, get the fuck out of here, things are getting pretty heated, you have to go now. and then you just take the trade lane to Fort Bush and you piss off into the Badlands. God damn. Because just watching it happen's fantastic. Best ship lines, in my opinion. Civilian, Borderworld, and Corsairs for me. Best lineup of ships. I would say... So Civilian, Borderworld, and Corsairs. Can I choose a house? Like, what are the options here? Oh, looks-wise? Looks-wise. Borderworlds. Borderworld's number 1. Borderworld's number 1. I have to put Bretonnia last, so I'm not even gonna... Any ship line from the vanilla game. Okay, so Borderworld's number 1. I'm gonna go Liberty as a very, very close number 2. And then for the third one... Kusari is a little lower. Rhineland ships are actually not too bad. I do like the Rhineland small craft. I don't like how the battleships look though. So I'm gonna go Rhineland number 3. Civilian ships though. I mean the Hawk kinda looks kinda cool. No, I'm gonna stick with that. Borderworld, Liberty, Rhineland. You know, even though I like Federation and Elite, Rhineland ships are too chunky. Not enough angles. Alright, let's finish off the last minute or two of this. Oh! Credits. Okay, that was easy. How did that go for you? How did what go for me? Oh, no, I played a couple of hours with Walcott, with Jord, when I first got it, when it was free on Epic. And I did the tutorial stuff. We flew around... We flew around a little bit, around, like, the station you finish at, after the tutorial, and then we warped ourselves to a sector, to a system or whatever, because we wanted to do a trade run. And... we sold our stuff at that place, and then I stopped playing at that point because it was like an hour and a half. And I was like, yeah, I'm good for now. And then Walcott kept playing. Alright. So, we have got ourselves now good old script. Now let me just increase the size of this because it is kind of tiny. Format, font, and let's crank this up from 10 to, let's just go 20. Alright, that's kind of big. But readable, so that's good. Give you a shout? You need a reason to play more. Alright, well, I'll give it another shot. The only real reason I prefer, like, Freelancer over Star Citizen or, Elite is because it's very arcadey. It's very like, I click this button, I click that button, the thing I wanted to do, done. And then in Star Citizen, it's like, I have to land, I have to turn my power off, I have to get out of my seat, I have to fucking walk 2 minutes to the airlock, another 2 minutes to wherever the fuck I want to go. And in Area 18 in Star Citizen? Lawville? I think it's called Lawville. When you spawn in Lawville, it takes you at least 15 minutes to get the fuck out of there and get to your ship. It's stupid. Like, I like Freelancer. You press the launch button, you're fucking in space. Like, that's... yeah, I like the simplicity. Anywho's, so here's the part that I wanted to read through. So, this is a cutscene or something, and none of this is in the final game. And I just wanted to read through it. I read through, like, the first couple of lines. So, we're in the interior Black Dragon Outpost bar, so we must be on Kyoto or some version of. So Trent wanders into the bar, finds a musty bottle and pulls the cork out. He sniffs it. Strong. He needs a drink. The stronger the better. He hears a sound behind him. He turns to see a Black Dragon pilot, Kusari, late 20s, scar across his face, sitting right behind him. You should count yourself fortunate. Not many men have survived an encounter with the Crimson Drake. Crimson? Ah, Makiko. You should show more respect. She is the most feared pilot in Kusari. In the 5 years she has graced the Black Dragons... Wait, in the 5 years she has graced the Black Dragons, she's killed over 700. So she was all of 15 when she joined you. That's impressive. And she's the best you've got? He nods. She kills whom she likes. You could be gone just like that. Yes, I suppose. But my man, you see, I'm something none of you could ever be. And what is that? Trent pours his drink and leans against the bar. Her equal. He smiles and drinks. Only the current protection of Makiko keeps the Black Dragon pilot from leaping across the table to throttle Trent. Oh, damn. Alright, that's kind of a cool interaction. Yeah, I'm not reading through all of this because that is quite a bit. Oh, damn, this text document tracks the line that I have selected right now. Okay, so if I select this, if I put my cursor there, it shows line 10,341. Yeah, I'm not reading through all of this. Hey, what's it? Aurelian starts to go. I've been meaning to ask you. Yes, Casper? Casper Aurelian? Aurelian smiles. I wouldn't laugh, Edison. Touché. That's smarts. The name's Trent. And then that's the remainder of the game. Alright, cool. Well, there you go. That's, I do want to give this a read on my, sort of when I have the time. First draft, May 9th, 2001. Alright, Phil Wattenbarger, Jord Newman, and Adam Foshko. I'm interested to see what you guys came up with your first draft. And how much it differs to the final product. Alright. Yeah, Elite isn't terribly simple. But if I'm in voice, then it's a lot easier. Elite is a lot more streamlined than Star Citizen, but still pretty complex as games go. Alright. Let's just go to this for a second. What else have we got here? So the bonus DVD, video. Alright, so that was all the ones that we just watched. Switch it back to this. Extra bonus assets, documents, early scripts. So that's the first draft. FL opening narration doc. Scripts shooting doc, character vignettes. Okay, so those are probably the scripts from those vignettes we heard earlier. Media. Music early, movie tests. Oh. Oh, hello. Alright, we got a handful of things here. Let's go through them one at a time. Alright, just let me know when you're back, Sen, because we got some, a lot of very, very, very short videos to watch here. City AD. Alright, what's all this now? Oh, ad, right, AD. Okay. Alright, city ads. Let me just toss another one in. I guess they gotta have advertisements. Well, there you go. No! Stop it. Let me open the goddamn file, please. Let me move it over here. There we go. Somebody should take a designer opioid and call Cardamine and sell it on the streets. Cocaine. Alright, so we got the advertisement there. Okay, so what I've got here is I've got a bunch of short videos. Alloy testing, and we got blueprint and food storage and other sorts of random stuff here. So we're gonna just watch them one by one. Oh. That's quite ambitious. It's too messy. Alright, I do like the top left. With the dude there. At least you get, you know, you get to have a little chat with the pilot or whatever. Throw some insults at him. Shield status is active. I suppose it does keep a little bit of the, like, some things have transferred from here to the final game. Alright. Alright, alloy testing. What do we got? I don't know exactly where this is supposed to be going. What's going on here? Go back? Alright, I'll go back to the HUD test. So there's a bunch of short videos here just going through random elements of Freelancer, and we're just going to go through them all. This is the first one. Yeah, it kind of does. It kind of does. Your ship on the right, lead indicator. Uh-huh, yep. And the missile you're using is called the Barracuda. Range is something... Can't read that word unless it's in motion, maybe. Range mode. And... proper something. Oh well. Alright. So, we've done the second one. S2_scanner. Wait, what now? Oh, this is the base building ship. Yeah. This is the base building ship, but why is it... Why is all of this 3D and rendered? Okay. Supposed to be footage for industry, yeah. Okay, I'm just... Okay. There was a ton of cut content. Yeah, that's why I said before, it's like, I'd really like to see what else they... Unfinished systems in the game itself. I'd like to see what else he had in mind for this game. I really do. Like, I get it that there's Discovery, but Discovery isn't connected to him in any way. Discovery is just a fan project. Alright, so we got the fourth one, Biofood New. Ah, so it's more of this sort of stuff. Oh, this is a lot longer. 13 seconds. Okay. Okay, sure. Alright, Blueprint. So we got... Was there supposed to be, like, a first-person thing or something? Because you got, like, modeled sidearms and stuff. Is it gluten-free? Okay. S7 Central Factory. Alright, so you got, you know, Liberty dudes. You got, Britannia, I think? There's the Patriot! There's the ship Patriot in wireframe right here. In this little circle doohickey. I don't know what's happening here, but sure. Alright. S8 Composite. Alright. S9 Construction. There's the base building ship. Oh wait, no, I think that's a different one. That must be something that loops while something else is happening on screen. That's what I get from that. Alright, S10 Earth Mover. Okay. This leads me to believe there was, like, you get out of your ship and you'd actually walk around and stuff. I'm actually happy it's not like that. Alright, so we have S11, entertainment room. Okay. Alright. Yeah, for something that is like Star Citizen class kind of video game, I can accept the fact that he wants to be really ambitious and throw everything at Star Citizen. But with something like Freelancer, I do like the way they just left it. Whereas like you landed your ship and then all you had were just buttons. Oh, wait, so Chris Roberts got kicked off and then everyone else continued without him? Is that what happened? Okay, so entertainment room, hover chair. Ah, the classic, hey, I want this in the game, but we have 2 minutes left until we're going gold. Damn. Hover chair. He just clipped through the pillar of the room. Did you notice that? Oh, a second, let me just... God damn it. Yeah, he's clipping through the damn pillar. Oh well. What else you got for me? Whoa, okay. Fiber struts. Ooh. Ooh, this is nice. That's cool. Alright. Like in one of the trailers we saw with this Defender, is the ship sort of... The wings spread out. And they kept it with Discovery. They did that. But with one of the ships, I think it's called the... Interceptor? One of the Liberty ships. And it had the same wing, but on the top. And it would also fold back. And fold out and stuff when you went into cruise speed and dropped out. Alright, so we got food storage. Kind of lame, but sure. Fuel production. Okay. Hand scanners. Oh, okay. I misunderstood that, but sure. Yeah, I knew about Starlancer. Never played it, though. I actually don't know anything about Starlancer. Yeah, I'm sure Microsoft fucked Freelancer in some way or another. Though, the game that we did get, pretty fun. Alright, so we got head display. Okay. That's a lot of lights, not gonna lie. Ran out of money, meaning Microsoft refused to give them more money. S22, holo generator. Yeah, I mean, you could probably say the same with Star Citizen, to be honest. Oh, we have a second holo chair now. So if you've got the engines on the left and right of you pointed out, you wouldn't be... You just fall to the floor. Like, because they're opposing forces. They just cancel each other out. I'm trying to make sense of fiction. I should not be doing that. Alright, well this is cool. At least they have like a ship production AVI. That's nice. I mean, the one of the biggest things I'm interested about when it comes to Freelancer is like the actual ships, and anything to do with the ships, I'm really like into. So ship production, wireframes of ships, anything to do with ships is I love it. I love it. I love it. All right, S25 ion particle generator. Well, all right then. Cool. So we have a bit of a pulsating thingy here. I've heard rumors that they're probably based in reality, that he's requesting something only for months later down the line. He scraps it because his vision has changed and no longer fits that. Oh yeah. Have we had the same conversation once before? I do remember hearing, maybe it was on Discord or it was a previous stream or something like that. But I have heard from someone on my Discord, either in-game Freelancer or in-stream or something like that. One of the dudes, it was maybe you, I'm not too sure, saying exactly what you just said. That he requests something and goes, nah, screw it, we're going to scrap it later down the line because it just doesn't fit. Alright, so we got particle generator, S26, what the hell happened? Whoa, why is it in the top left corner now? Alright, we're just gonna pull that back up. Bone scan and repair. And repair? Huh, okay, sure. I honestly have no idea what ideas they had for this game, looking at all of this stuff. Surely you had to walk around and look at things while first person, maybe, probably third person, who knows. But what did they have in mind with all of these, with all these renders? Am I going to get banned from Twitch showing a pixelated dick? Eh. Who knows? And there's, like, a bit of side and underboob. Like, I'm totally getting banned. Report. I'm totally getting banned. Alright, we're almost done. We have 7 more. Minerals. Spinning box. Fantastic. Moving on. Nebula isotope. Ooh, that sounds interesting. Cool visual, but I don't exactly know what's going on here. Crane robotic. All right. Software machine. Solar gas. Spider repaired. Ooh. Oh, that's kind of cool. It's sort of just like... Oh, I see what they did there. They have just like a polygon that's sort of shrinking. It's like a cube or something to act like they have plasma burns on the wing, and then it just shrinks to just make them disappear. I see what you did there. Still though, kind of cool. Alright, last one, transport. Hey, they still kept the... Is it the crane? Is that what they call this one? Oh. Well, it's gone now. Bye-bye. Okay. So now that we've done that, music extra, music early, Cityscape Pirates, Cityscape Rhineland. Oh, Spaceflight Liberty. So they have an earlier Liberty version and an early Kusari version. There's all the bar music. Alright, so yeah, the remainder of the stuff is just under extras, really. Okay, well that's it. That was a bit of fun. Not gonna lie. That was a bit of fun. I enjoyed that a lot. Was it worth 100 Australian dollars? No. But am I still happy that I have a copy and I can put it alongside my original Freelancer copy? Yes. Yes. Alright. Just kind of sucks that I don't know if there was any merch or whatever for this game or anything in addition to the bonus DVD that people could have bought. But, yeah, man. Like, imagine a 20-year anniversary edition where they have, like, a pre-order copy and it's like you get, like the Starflyer, like the first ship on a stand or something as like a little thing. That would be cool. But they're never going to do that. Alright, well that's it. Well, thank you, Sen, for joining in. It'd be a bit of fun. And yeah, maybe in the coming weeks I'll give Elite another shot. Alright. Well, have a nice one, guys. Been a bit of fun. See you later.